You know how you're using your phone throughout the day and the battery keeps draining even though maybe you haven't been using it much? The reason is because you've got a bunch of apps on your phone and they are using battery power even when you're not using the apps. So there are things you can do to limit the battery sucking problem with some really common apps like these. WhatsApp is the most popular in the world. It's the most popular worldwide app. And unfortunately, this one really doesn't give you much choice. There aren't settings you can change. It's either have the app on your phone and let it use background data, or don't have it on your phone at all. It's pretty much your choice. This is Snapchat, and there are settings you can go in and restrict, make restrictions on, and so can you with Google Maps. Okay, so Snapchat, also very popular, and Google Maps, both are adjusted very easily and similarly. You go into settings, and then under settings there'll be an option for location. And in the location setting, it might say something like in Snapchat, it might say something like who can see my location. And then you restrict it. There's only a couple options. Restrict it to ghost mode or only me, one of those. And that'll save battery power. For Google Maps, same thing, go to settings and there'll be an option for location, and then the options they give you, you can select maybe always, never, only while using the app. Make your choice, but restrict it in some way. And then also within settings on that same screen, you can also restrict the notifications. Don't have to have all of these notifications going on in the background that you're not even aware of and don't matter to you. Just go ahead and restrict those things. So very easily going to settings in each of these apps will save you a lot of battery power. Now with Facebook, there are a couple things you can do. Again, there's a lot of background data happening. One thing you can do that's very simple to save battery power is to go to your settings, and if you don't know how to do that, it's that little, it has like little 3 lines at the top that looks like a little hamburger if you use your imagination. So that's usually the settings. And then you go to videos, or I might say media, or videos and photos, and then tell it never autoplay videos, because if it will not play videos until you tell it to play videos, it's going to save a lot of battery power. So that's a really easy thing you can do. But also, there's a lot of data being collected through this app, and there's really not an easy way to clear the cache, I guess it's called, so without deleting the app and putting it back on. So you can look up how to do that. It is in settings again. It might be different from one operating system to another slightly, but basically you go to settings, you delete your Facebook app or select uninstall, and then you reload it. And you're not going to lose any data from your Facebook account. It's all going to act just the same when you go back on after you've reinstalled the Facebook app, but it won't have all that junk, all that data associated with it, and it'll be a clean start. So you can look up about how to do that if you're a little unsure, but that's the general idea, is in your settings, any place where you can restrict some of these applications that you may want to use and may be very handy, but you don't want them to be using you. And that's how you restrict access for them to do so.